Section 2, Graphics. In this section we will cover the Graphics segment of the toolbar. The first icon in the Graphics toolbar is the text icon. Select this icon and a text box will be inserted onto the screen. Above the text box is the toolbar. On the bottom left of the toolbar is the keyboard icon. Selecting the keyboard will allow you to type text into the text box. Once we type some text into the text box, we can then highlight the text and select fonts and text size, line colours, the same as you would in Windows and Microsoft Word. Next to the keyboard icon on the bottom part of the toolbar is another icon that has A, B, C. Selecting this icon brings up an input window in which we can enter either block or cursive text. If the text is incorrect, it will also give options and suggestions for the words written. Once you select the word from the text above it, will be entered into the text box, and then you are able to manipulate that text with the selections on the toolbar. Size, fonts, bold, underline, the same as in a Word document. The next few icons on the graphic menu are shapes: rectangle, ellipse, triangles, and more. These are all drag and drop icons except for the triangle, which is different. To draw a triangle, simply tap 2 points on the screen and then drag to the third point like so. The polygon tool. To use the polygon tool, simply tap points and a line will be drawn between your points. Segment. Tap a point and drag to draw a line. Next is the arc icon. Tap and drag to draw the arc. Drag to change the shape of the arc. Angle. Tap the first and second points, then drag the end to adjust the angle. The degrees of the angle are shown as you move the yellow dot. Hyperbola. Tap and drag to draw and adjust the object. Next in the list is the paint bucket. If you have objects on the screen, such as rectangles, triangles, etc., you can select the paint bucket. Select a colour and fill any object with the colour that you've selected. The next icon has a few stamps. Simply click on a stamp and click on the screen to place a stamp on the screen using the More button. You can also include your own stamps and other objects to use as a stamp. Under the Generic tab, we have a large selection of shapes: arrows, lines, country shapes. Under the National tab, you have national flags of countries of the world. Under the Education menu, there are several selections. Lab. In the Lab section, you have laboratory icons, shapes, measurement tools, containers, and more. Simply select the icon and place it on the screen. Under Chinese, we have some Chinese writing backgrounds. Under the Mathematics tab are a selection of objects that can be inserted onto the page. Angles, arrows, sequencing, polygons, various shapes which can just be dragged and dropped onto the screen. Geometric shapes, curve shapes, and several circle options. Next in the list is physics. Under physics, there are several more sub-menus: magnetism, electricity, optics, mechanics, and heat. It is a good idea to explore through these menus and find all the different icons available under these headings. Chemistry. Under chemistry, we have some organic shapes and atomic symbols. Moving down to biology, there are more sub-menus. We have a number of further selections: plants, animals, nerves, digestive, circulation, heredity, and motion. Explore through these headings and find objects that you think will be useful to you. Under the Geography tab, you have a legend with a selection of shapes. Art. Here you have a selection of plant objects and animal objects. These objects can be coloured using the paint bucket tool. Sports. Under goods, there are a selection of objects. Olympics. Here you will find the Olympic logos from the 1920s through to 2016. The last selection on this menu is music. Under music, we have all the musical symbols needed to write music: clef, stave, lines, musical notes, pauses, umlauts, signatures, ornament, and efforts. Moving back to the main graphics menu, the next icon on the list is Power. Under Power, you have a couple of safety signs. The last one in this menu is the 3D Life. Here we have weather icons, both day and night. So if you want to put a weather chart together, you can select the icons from the list and place into your document. That covers the graphics section of the toolbar. However, some of the submenus haven't delved into too much detail. There are several submenus, so explore these and find the icons or objects within these menus.